So, who wants to end terrorism and all the terror going on in the world? There's countries, England, Canada, US, New Zealand, Australia, that got together in the 90s and created a project called Echelon, meant to record all communications and phone lines or telegraph or via computer. And then there's software that looks for words that, either terror or bomb or whatever, and gets flagged, and then somebody has to go listen to it or read the message and see, if there's any crime involved and what kind it is. And then with the Foreign Investigation Surveillance Court and FISA, the Foreign Investigation Surveillance Act, when people are charged ex parte, which means in secret, by the secret court, secretly, they're never told, the NSA has to go through all the data that's collected for all the communications. And so, like me, somebody who was illegally and wrongfully charged 22 years ago, any phone call I receive or any phone call I make, they have to listen to, and any email, text, or message I send or receive has to be read. And then here's the interesting part. If anybody that I don't know anywhere in the world is talking about me and says my name, James Haddock, Haddock, like the fish, or sends a text message with my name in it, James Haddock, James Haddock, someone in the NSA has to look at that. So if everybody in the world once a day just said my name or wrote my name in a text or a message or an email, the NSA would get bogged down and not be able to handle its workload. Also, if you know anybody in the US who hasn't been able to get a job for years, it's probably because they have a secret FISA charge, and so you'll want to say their name too, because the NSA has to look at their targets' records, all of them. It's part of the job. And so that'll keep them busy and overwhelm the system and stop them from hurting innocent people that were wrongfully charged. In my case, I worked for Galileo International 22 years ago. That's United Airlines computer system. My co-workers lied to the FBI about me in order to get me charged by the FISC. I watched them do it to other people. I didn't know the FBI was involved. I just knew it was these men that did horrible things. That's how they said it. And they said they were stupid and didn't check anything, and I believe that too. And they also told me to my face before everything happened what was going to be done to me. Danette Adams told me, that all my friends would stop talking to me and not tell me why. And that's what happens when you're secretly charged by the secret court. The FBI goes and talks to all your friends, tells them you're a terrorist, and they all stop talking to you. So anyway, imagine with that and me going along, minding my own business, and trying to get a job, doing everything that I'm told that will lead to a job, and none of it worked out. Even went back to school and got a master's degree. Now I know why IBM and Anderson Consulting and all the companies that told me I got a job and I was just to wait for the offer letter didn't go through with it and never spoke to me again, because as part of my minimization that the NSA does, they made sure those companies didn't hire me. So I am so glad that after more than 21 years, heaven reached down and chose me and showed me all this nonsense going on in the world. It all goes back to China, to the Communist Party of China. Those in power, not everyone, but the ones that worked for Mao Zedong. and who are now starting to retire and putting people in their place to continue carrying out Mao Zedong's will. They're the ones that created the system in the US of the FISC and all that good stuff. By the way, the Foreign Investigation Surveillance Court was created in 1978. And nobody in the US knew it existed until Snowden exposed it 3 years ago. So, I was reading NSA documents that Snowden leaked on the internet. They're all over the place. And saw that the system counts on people not knowing that they were charged. And even the people that work at the NSA, they only can see so much. They can't see that 1/3 of the population of the United States has been secretly charged by a secret court. And police officers and soldiers and covert ops in the US Army that can see Americans that have a FISA charge don't see the total number of Americans that have a FISA charge. Basically because everybody is just stupid and only looking at their own little piece of the pie instead of the whole picture. This nonsense has been going on for more than 30 years. So if you're in Timbuktu, Nepal, Eastern Europe, Africa, Croatia, Asia, anywhere in the world, when you have a phone conversation, say, "Hi, how are you? James Haddock, what's new?" That causes the NSA to have to go look at that record and waste their time. It slows them down, overwhelms them, and causes them not to be able to hurt the millions of other innocent people in the US and all around the world that these, I guess for lack of a better word, idiots and morons are hurting with no clue. That includes police officers and soldiers. And by the way, minimizing 1/3 of the population of the USA, weakening it, like was done to China with the opium in the 1700s and 1800s by England and everyone, so that it couldn't defend itself during the opium wars. What you've done in this country, Mr. Police Officer and Mr. Soldier, makes you a traitor of the United States. You have committed treason. Open your fucking eyes and know that you personally contributed to hurting your country and your fellow countrymen while being stupid and thinking that you were mistreating a terrorist. This is gonna stop because I said so. I have heaven over me. I have the mandate of heaven. We could do this the nice way, or we could do it heaven's way. My way is done peacefully through procedure, ethics, and the one law of the land that is to apply to everyone, not just the ones that don't have a FISA charge. Have a nice day.